guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite apple crisp recipe. This recipe is so simple, so easy, pretty affordable, and so delicious, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. Before I get started, I want to give you a little disclaimer. I know I look crazy. My eyes are red from some skin irritation I've had, and I'm wearing a hoodie and sweatpants because it is freezing here in Vegas all of a sudden, so I look a little bit crazy. I do apologize, but we're gonna have some fun baking together today, so I hope you enjoy. Before we get started, I want to quickly show you everything that we're going to be using in this recipe, but I'm also gonna have the recipe linked down below from my Pinterest. So if you're interested in making this or want more specific details, you can always go and click on that. So like I said, it's a very simple recipe and there's not that many ingredients. So we're going to need a lemon, 1 stick of butter, brown sugar, oats, all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, ground cinnamon, salt, and of course our apples, which I have 7 of them. I'm not going to hold all of them up, but I do have 7 apples, and I don't even remember. I bought Gala apples. The first step is to peel and chop up all of the apples, so that's what I'm going to do. And that makes it easy because you don't have to wash the apples because you're taking the skin off. Once we have our apples chopped up and put into a mixing bowl, we're going to add the sugar, cinnamon, and the lemon juice. So we need 2 tablespoons of the white granulated sugar, three-fourths teaspoons of ground cinnamon, and 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. So once we have all of those ingredients in a mixing bowl, I'm just gonna mix them all together. Your bowl of apples should look something like this, so that it's all evenly distributed with like the cinnamon and the sugar and the lemon juice. You want to make sure all of the apples are coated. And then we're just going to pour it into a baking dish, which here I have just an 8x8 glass dish, which I have prepped already with some cooking spray. You can use butter or whatever oil or whatever you want to spray in it. I'm just going to dump the apples right in there. So it should look something like this, and now we have to just make the crisp crumble part that goes on top, and it'll be ready for the oven. least favorite part, but once you have all of your stuff in the bowl for the topping, you have to hand mix all of this together so that it becomes like a nice crumbly texture to spread on top of the apples. Because this butter is cubed and we want to get it all mushed into everything. So here's what your topping mixture should look like once it's all mixed up. This is so easy. Literally the last step, we're just gonna dump this onto our apples. And try to spread it out amongst them as good as we can. I did let my butter get a little too soft. You're supposed to mix the butter in there when it's cold, like straight out of the fridge, but I had mine sitting out on accident, so my mixture got a little bit stuck together. But when you make this, make sure your butter is cold and it'll be more crumbly and it'll easily fall over the apple. So I didn't do mine correct, but I'm still just going to spread it out the best that I can. So here's what it's looking like. Yours should look somewhat similar to this, just maybe a little bit more crumbly. Now we're going to stick it in the oven. I have my oven preheated to 350. And this is going to bake for about 45 minutes. All right, let's check on it. You can't see, but it smells great. I'm going to pull it out. All right, you guys, here is the finished product. It's still extremely hot, but it looks really good. It smells so good. It's just that apple cinnamon smell. So that is this recipe. Like I said, it's super easy and simple. I made this a few weeks ago for dessert at my parents' house. My mom cooked and then I made dessert, and it was super easy. Everyone absolutely loved it. I recommend eating it with either vanilla bean ice cream or salted caramel ice cream is really good with it too. And you can always double the batch if you want to make like a big one. I think this would be a really good dessert for maybe Thanksgiving or Christmas time. I recommend trying it for sure. It's so good. Easier than an apple pie, but tastes better than apple pie in my opinion. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope this was informative and helpful. Don't forget, I do have the recipe linked down below in case you want to make this yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!